A very good evening to everybody, and of course we start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So a grand welcome to the globe. You won't believe me if I tell you that I'm really smiling big time seeing all the people from the globe. I mean, you talk about Argentina and you know that you're here. You talk about the USA and you talk about the whole middle of the world around that, left and right and north and south. So I thank you very much. This is your host, Hussein Alawati, and I'm the Director of Business, Global Business Development in VRDa1. And you're today attending the grand presentation. And why are we calling it the business presentation, grand presentation? Because there are some additions that have been added to this. So this will be marking the latest version of our presentation for VRDa1 Own, Share and Grow. Some of you are existing members of the community, of the extended family of VRDa1, and some of you are guests attending perhaps for the first time, or you are members that are attending for the first time. So welcome to all. Thank you very much for creating the time. I know that even Indonesia is joining us, and the eastern side of the world is joining us, and it's about 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. over there. So once again, thank you very much. Let me kickstart by going into the first slide, where the company introduction slide is always talking about a pioneering effort of a successful team of entrepreneurs with over 120 years worth of combined and accumulated experience in versatile experiences, basically versatile and diverse experiences in many industries: the financial sector, the real estate, infotech, direct selling, health, training and advertising, and more. And you would hear also the sector that we are trying to pioneer, which is the real tech sector that you're attending the opportunity for through VRDa1. Here is what VRDa1 and where VRDa1 is. So again, I'm happy to share with you all these arrows that are now increasing day by day in multiples of countries. You starting from the USA on the left-hand side, on Pakistan on the right-hand side, and in the middle, we have offices in Istanbul, Turkey, incorporated our offices in Dubai, USA, and Estonia. Our offices and incorporation is in the UK, Turkey, Egypt, Pakistan, Congo, and Mozambique. Real estate in Dubai, London, and Mozambique, and growing. And we will keep sharing that news with you as we go along with VRDa1 that started in 2019. But a lot of R&D, research and development, took place for over 7 years to come to this unique idea of an opportunity that is talking the new language to the new era, to the new generations. And indeed, it is a business for the new generations, but it always starts with the existing generations. We're not going to talk about Gen Gs. We're not going to talk about the millennials. We're going to talk about everybody, because here's an opportunity that touches the lives and touches the aspirations of multiples of segments of people around the globe. Our vision and mission, like any professional organization, we have an aspiration and we have a direction and we have a compass that takes us to empowering people globally, indeed a global business, to build their own lifestyle and live their ultimate dreams. Every one of us has his own aspirations and dreams, and we are only a vehicle, a very unique vehicle, I must say, that has been in existence for the last 3 years and more. Officially 3 years, but over 10 years now since the idea started as an inception, and everything starts as an idea. Our mission is combining the power of 3 giant industries, ladies and gentlemen, and that is real estate, information technology, and direct selling, to provide our partners and customers with the opportunity to financial growth, obviously, and empower them to contribute to the betterment of humanity. A very, very important aspect of the business. Now, somebody's telling me that my voice is cutting off and on. not to blame me, you can blame the technology. So if you are hearing my voice correctly and softly and accurately, please raise your hand or say, yes, we're hearing it. And I'm going to continue on with my slides. Moving on, so the first pillar of the business is obviously the real estate and the property. It's the safest asset to trade. It's a reliable industry. And in fact, I'm not gonna read out the presentation. Let me focus on 3 points over here. Reliable industry, I think we all believe that real estate is a reliable industry. Fractional ownership, some of you heard about this concept, some of you did not. And I welcome you to hear more about it today, because this is a concept that is taking place aggressively around the globe at this point of a time. And when we talk about property and tokenization and how the globe is talking about it. And look at the last point. The last point says an end investment. Anybody, whether you're starting your life, you're starting your journey in life as a person in his 20s or so and going into the business, or in the midlife, or towards the end of life. May God give long life to everybody, right? But everyone wants to invest in property and invest in real estate. Why? Because it is a reliable industry. Why? Because it is an industry that is least affected in times of crisis, but it rebounds also fast when these crises are gone. And that's where we chose this as one of our major pillars. So VRDa1 has real estate projects that are segmented into 2 parts, our development projects and our ready-made products that are adding value to our portfolio. Let's start with JVT Dubai, Jumeirah Village Triangle. And some of you actually had the privilege to visit this project in Dubai just about a couple of months ago. And you are now seeing the project, how it's going to be looking like going to the future. Obviously, we are at the second slab, moving to the next level now, and a progress and development that's happening with this unique project, again, with a happening area on the Abu Dhabi, basically Sheikh Zayed Road, moving from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. On the right-hand side, you would see the JVT and the happenings and the hotels around our project that is in Dubai, and that's the JVT project, and these are the features of the project. Second project, which was again branded after V1, after VRDa1, and that is our Mozambique project. And this is the look and feel of the project, how it's going to be once it's completed, and we are on the verge of starting the groundbreaking. And of course, these are the features of the project: 10 floors, 4 floors of executive offices, 6 floors of residential service apartments, and neighboring Gloria, Radisson Blu 5-star hotels, and the biggest mall of Maputo, Mozambique. Then we go to the segment which is the ready-made products, right? And we have the Paramount hotels and resorts, and some of you actually were in that beautiful apartment on the 30th floor of that building. This is how it looks. And guess what? One of our directors is really enjoying the view of Dubai from that particular property that we have. And here is on the right-hand corner on the bottom, the infinity pool that shows you obviously lots of beauties of Dubai, right? And here's the Paramount Dubai features. And I'm not going to again read out what are these features. You can make out it's Dubai, it's the heaven of real estate, it's multiples of things that are happening over there, and you'll be amazed. If you get a chance, please come and visit the property. And here's our latest featured property, which is the VRDa1 with VERSACE London, with the Damac Towers on the River Thames. And some of you do know the location. I do know the location, but when I was shown this property, I said, where did this come from, right? Beautiful, another beautiful property that is adding now to the portfolio of VRDa1 of properties. And this is how the VERSACE, and obviously a lot of you maybe carry handbags, a lot of you carry a lot of branded, stuff of VERSACE. Now VRDa1 can give you a property also within the property of Damac of VRSACE in beautiful and happening London, right? So these are the features, 50-story building, a lot of beautiful stuff, a lot of branded stuff. And this is part of our portfolio now, a ready product that adds a lot of value to the overall evaluation and valuation of the company and what it carries for the future, talking about the 3 pillars. Then, obviously, with a product and with the administration and with the vision and mission, you want to have a go-to-market strategy. And go-to-market strategy with VRDa1 is using the power of leverage. And that's essentially 100% teamwork business. Let me flash out this and tell you a few things about this slide. Here's an industry that is generating trillions of dollars yearly worldwide revenue, competing even with Hollywood. It's a global recognition and it's a growing business. It's a growing strategy going to market. There are hundreds of companies that are using this strategy, and there are companies that have been in existence for hundreds of years, at least 100 years, using this strategy successfully. And now with VRDa1, we're using this strategy as part of our go-to-market to reach out to the people who are looking for an out-of-the-box opportunity. Then our third pillar, and it's no less than and other than information technology. Now let me ask a question here, and you don't need to answer it, because I think all of you are now using information technology to talk to Hussein or hear Hussein and talking about VRDa1. We have the phones in front of us. We have the digital arena in front of us. We have Elon Musk talking about the digital arena all the day. And now he also conquers Twitter, as I hear. So information technology is becoming a very critical and crucial pillar for any business that is aspiring to grow. And it's nothing, and again, no more and no less than blockchain, a word that consists of actually 2 words combined together. It's on the rise. And blockchain, a list of records. Some of you probably heard about it. Some of you casually heard about it. Some of you are really detailed about it. But in simple language, it is a list of records called blocks that store data publicly. Why are we and why are administrations and governments and banking sector using blockchain? Because it is faster in settlement. It has less or no third parties. It is definitely with a lot of privacy. And we are also using this in going to the world with these 3 pillars of real estate, information technology, and direct selling. Now, under the world of blockchain, there's something called the STO, Security Token Offering. And how does it work? As you know, in the classic world, when you want to own a property, you go for a full ownership of real estate. You go to the owner, you go to the broker, you go to the government agency to get the stuff done. And you have to individually own the property. Well, maybe you have a cousin or a brother or a sister owning that property with you, somebody who you trust. But with the future, and the future is now, ladies and gentlemen, there is something called fractional ownership of real estate. And security token allows multiples of owners for one property. Now all the segments can participate in property and property ownership. Now a lot of people can actually, when they hear the word property or investment into property, you don't need to dig out $100,000. You can actually have a fractional ownership through security token owning part of a property. Are we the only ones who are suggesting that? Is VRDa1 the only one? No. Look at these names. I'm sure you're familiar with some of these names. Tesla, Alibaba, Amazon, Google, and Netflix. And I'm sure you have them all within your premises, right? Whether that is a telephone or a mobile or a digital tablet that you carry. And it is happening with our generations to come. You know, with our kids, they know a lot about all these names. Here's somebody that we need to quote, I could either watch it happen or be part of it. I think Elon Musk has been part of it, though a lot of people don't agree with a lot of what he does. But never mind, we're looking at the end result and how this is now taking the world to the next shift, and how information technology is becoming part of any development of a government or community or family, using it in the right way towards a right outcome. So VRDa1 with that is introducing VREIT, VRDa1 Real Estate Innovative Technology. Here is a brand name of our STO based on real assets, ladies and gentlemen, based on property, based on something that you can touch and feel, that has a value, that can grow in price, and it is been growing in price. And as we know, I think we're coming out of a crisis. I think a lot of people are feeling good vibes and positive vibes. And guess what? VRDa1 started exactly at the time that the crisis started in, and we are in 40 countries. Now we're coming out of the crisis. Guess what's going to happen? Again, we're hoping that it's going to be a snowball. We're hoping that this is going to be an additional out-of-the-box opportunity that we are presenting to the world. Here's the outlook, and some of you are into details. And the VRDa1, when we launched the STO of VRDa1, the VREIT, was launched at a level of 350 million STOs based on an ecosystem. We have rental properties. You saw the Paramount and London VERSACE. We have our educational plan through our training and metaverse and knowledge platforms that I'm going to be talking about in a bit. And you have our development projects, example Mozambique and JVT. Then you have coming up is our exchange, which the back office and the back end of the company is working tirelessly to make sure that this is going to come in time for the whole community of VRDa1. Then we have a marketplace, travel and tours, because we are going to be strategically in the coming 10 to 12 years developing a portfolio of properties around the globe. So here's the outlook. Let me go into a little bit of more details of the outlook. And we have launched about a month ago, and I was privileged to be with my colleagues, with my brothers, with my friends, with my partners in success, with the mastermind team of VRDa1 to launch the Meta1 knowledge platform, where we launched an ICO with 21 million coins, and we are going to be coming alive internationally pretty soon. VRDa1 Travel and Tours, part of the ecosystem. In the heart, you have that logo of VRDa1, but around it, you have a sustainable system of growth that VRDa1 is aiming at, and we ticked off 2 of the boxes. We're aiming at the 3rd box pretty soon with the travel and tours, with the rental management, with the ICO platform, as I said, with the Meta1, and more than with the VRDa1 real estate marketplace. Here's something that tells you the level of risk and mitigation, the level of growth, the level of aspiration, the level of out of the box, the level of sustainability that this organization is aiming at. And of course, there is more. Here's the journey. Very proud of every milestone. Visit us in the office soon and you would see this in a little museum that we'll be creating, and our corporate communication team is marked up with the target to put all this on the floors and the walls of the office, right? 2019, that's where we established the vision of developing a futuristic community, right? Moving on, you could see that there was a board meeting in Turkey, then we came back and there was a hit of Corona, and there was a lot of things that happened, but we kept moving on, ladies and gentlemen. In 2021, we launched a real estate project in Mozambique. In 2022, we did basically the STO. The 2022 moved on, and we kept on launching things, and all the commitments, I would say a lot of big commitments that VRDa1 put together was part of this roadmap that we were obliged and we were privileged and we were supported by our community to launch. and the last one was the VRDa1. And of course, in 2022, we are looking at the VRDa1 as a focus, and at the properties as a focus, and at our fractional ownership as a focus, and multiples of other things that we're talking about with the leaders of the world. And we're talking about very unique community of the world to launch this idea in many, many more ways and channels. Now, our new training platform and knowledge platform, the very first decentralized ICO-based knowledge platform, right? Now, again, I'm not going to read out this, but where did this start from? It is focusing on real estate, focusing on technology. It is about skill development of our community and beyond our community. It is connecting with the metaverse world. It is connecting, and as I promised you at the start of the presentation, that we are now pioneering a real tech industry to learn real tech, the best mix of real estate and cutting edge technology. We have videos on our YouTube channel, VRDa1 Talk. Please go and watch these videos. The people who invited you, also talk to them and ask them more questions about it. And here's what we are really proud of with launching the first decentralized ICO-based knowledge platform called the VRDa1. You like the name? I love the name, right? Let's move on. And here's the roadmap for the future. So why are we putting this opportunity in front of you? Not for today and tomorrow. We're talking about the future, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about multiples of levels of edges and shifts that this organization of VRDa1 is tirelessly working towards, right? The start of the tokenization in 2021, moving on to publishing our first official audit report, moving on to multiples of platforms, moving on to incorporating in different countries, and adding the technology, the property at the heart of the whole business model. What are the benefits? Hey, look at these multiples of benefits. If you're looking at a sustainable business, if you're looking at a futuristic business, and now everybody looks at that, because you know what? If you are in a job, and with all due respect, I was in a job. If you are in a job, that's never a fixed income. If you are in one business, that's never a fixed income. If you are in one portfolio, diversification of a portfolio is what we're talking about. And here is multiples of benefits within the organization of VRDa1. Rental property ownership, blockchain property exchange, exclusive property development, the educational and knowledge training platform, blockchain marketplace, and travel and tours. At the heart of it, you see the logo of VRDa1, which is welcoming the community to grow, and we are expecting to grow in multiples of countries and with multiples of communities with what we carry as part of our ecosystem. So VREIT, VRDa1 Real Estate Information Technology based STO, all our projects are linked with VREIT, central and holding asset, regulated in Estonia and more. So we're not going to be stopping there. We are now getting multiples of opportunities to regulate ourselves in multiples of areas, supporting all the projects through ICOs, rental property, knowledge platforms, and property projects, right? And of course, as I said, the organization is working towards an exchange, a marketplace, and travel and tourism as, again, part of the ecosystem. The product packs. So fine, you got the explanation of what is sitting as the infrastructure for the organization moving to the future. What are we presenting to you as a guest, as somebody who just joined the community, as somebody who's looking at a diversified income? We are launching, or we are introducing, or we are presenting as a value proposition to the world what we call a product pack. That includes trainings, knowledge, back office and support system, loyalty programs, VRDa1 community, STO, the VREIT, and the ecosystem that I explained to you in about, well, within the the previous slides, right? And here is what we are presenting to you: an investment opportunity and a joining of a community opportunity where you have these packages ranging from $200 to $50,000 to join this unique opportunity within the loyalty packages that we carry, with an escrow period, obviously, of whatever you see in front of you, the $200 of 365 days, moving on to about 1095 days. And of course, with that, the organization gives you a back office, an e-commerce platform where you run your business from, you monitor your business from, you design and execute your business from, with your username uniquely and a password uniquely, and you also generate an income out of that, right? So this is our loyalty packages. And the first thing that we offer you is a product bonus. So by you coming into the community, trusting the business, the idea, the business model, the future, what we say is that once you join us with, let's say, a package of $10,000, and we call it the Loyalty Pack Super, then you have 110% bonus reward. Then you have 8 bonus redemptions in 912 days. So if you divide your escrow period and the 110% bonus, you will get 8 bonus redemption periods in 912 days. And these are the intervals of the bonuses. So bonus reward is, again, a limited time offer as we move on, because we're still a pre-launch organization. And now we're inviting you seriously to consider this aspect of the business. So here's the first aspect of the generation of a multiple of incomes that you could carry out within the ecosystem and within the business proposition of VRDa1. Now, let me give you also a bit of a flavor of the success plan. And no success plan can happen to you and I if we're alone, because nobody does it alone. Nobody can reach it successfully alone. So the 3 mottos of VRDa1 are own, share, and grow. Today, you're invited, or you're coming by hearing about VRDa1 from one of our social channels, or by somebody talking about it. We are explaining the idea to you. You like the idea, you own a package, you join the VRDa1 growing community. Then you share the idea. Simply, when you go to a good place, whether a restaurant or a furniture place, or you like a product or a service, you talk about it to other people. Automatically, you don't need to be told to talk about it. And that's where we talk about the motto of share. So creating partners, then you grow the business. And that's how a lot of people in our community have grown the business in the last 3 years to levels that you can yourself touch base with them and ask them about. 6 revenue streams. Now, there's no company that gives you 6 different revenue streams from a one sort of a platform, right? In VRDa1, we do that. So number 1 is your product bonus, and we actually spoke about that just a couple of slides ago. Then you have direct commission. So if you share the idea with anybody, rather than we spend the money on our marketing, we are spending the money and investing it with our partners like you. So you deserve to get that direct commission by referring the business. Then we have our team commission and matching bonus, a rank bonus, and a repeat sales bonus. Let me take you through these streams quickly, right? So we spoke about the product bonus, but I'm going to touch base on it in a bit. Direct commission. If you refer the business to directly an individual, as if you're selling anything, as if you're referring anything, you deserve a commission from VRDa1. Members who sell the packages will get direct commissions. The higher the package, the higher the commission. If you sell in the business an Apex package of $50,000, you get a 10% direct commission into your back office as part of a reward from the company, you being also a strategic partner with the business. A team commission, obviously, as we said, nobody builds it alone. So as people reference people, and as we use the leveraging and the unique idea of franchising, you also deserve a commission based on whatever package is sold into the business, and you create a second income out of that. Then you have Uni-level Matching bonus. You're not alone, right? So as you bring in direct people in the business, we are giving you commissions towards and from the income of the people that you're bringing directly or referring directly to the business, and that is an additional value to your efforts that you have conducted with the direct sales that you brought into the VRDa1 business. Repeat sales bonus, every $100 that accumulates as a commission for you, that's an example. So every $10, every $100, every $1,000 would be splitted into two. And here we're giving, again, an additional value to our community, saying build your assets. 30% of the $100, $30 is going to go into building your STOs and your assets within the business, and you get VREIT points for it, and it grows as the business grows. 70% is yours to take out as cash, and a lot of people have been actually topping it up, reinvesting and growing their business for the long term. Rank rewards, hey, you deserve it if you are going to be part of our business and you are going to be part of growing our business, because we're not looking for people who will come and be sleeping partners, right? We're looking at active partners, and active partners deserve much more. We have people in the business who have reached even the Emerald Stars levels, and now they're going to be really getting in a grand sort of a forum their first Mercedes car, right? So that's, again, to say thank you. When you're in a job, you get a bonus. Whoops, I said something that is very historic. Now companies have stopped giving bonuses since Corona started, right? But businesses like us, we appreciate it, and we give rank rewards to people who build this business actively with us moving forward. So why VRDa1? Again, if you're a business person or if you're looking for an opportunity, this will be a very important question that you ask yourself. Why VRDa1? Stable and debt-free company, that itself is a big tick on the box, because we're not using the bank's money. We're using our own investment, growing commercial reach money into building this company. And universal line of products, yes, starts at the heart of it as property. There's nothing like a touch and feel and a valuation and a growth from the property industry and real estate industry. It's a global opportunity. It has a worldwide recognition. It has really attractive incentives with 6 different streams of income. Look at it, study it, ask more questions about it, understand it, and you would not regret it. Earnings at every step, and yes, tokenization to gain efficiency driven by digitalization. 2 words that are now conquering the world. Tokenization, digitalization, and combined with that is the word property and real estate. That's what this company is all about from an ecosystem and a sustainable growth of VRDa1 point of view. Decisions design destiny. Today you were invited. There were a lot of people that were invited maybe a couple of years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, and then they let go of the opportunity. With God's grace, we're privileged. We are blessed that this company is growing to the next level. If you are invited to this for the first time, ask more questions about it, clarify it, but do not let go of the opportunity. In business, especially now, right? There's no strategies of 3 years and 5 years. In fact, now even financial advisors come to you and say, we do not believe in feasibility studies, right? We believe in a business that makes sense in the right time, because if you don't grab it now, in a matter of few hours, you would see it slipping away from your hands. The right place, the right time, the right platform, right people, right decision, right action. Why are we saying that so confidently? Because we are in our 9th year of research and development execution and actually putting it out for the globe in tough times. When Corona was hitting, we were actually making sales and giving out bonuses as an organization. That is talking about in the new era with property and real estate at the heart of this business opportunity. With that, VRDa1 is definitely having the timing that is perfect, and nothing is perfect, but we have something that a lot of organizations don't have. We have a brick that lasts. So grab your first brick that lasts. Thank you very much for being with us today. Please follow this presentation on the YouTube again, because we're going to be launching it back in our channel VRDa1 Talk on YouTube. Individuals and guests who have joined us as guests, please go to your hosts, our community, ask them as many questions as possible, clarify the business. I know it might sound different and new to some of you, but it's really worth a big shot, not just a shot. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. We will catch up with you soon. Bye-bye and take care.